So this one's gonna be about Isiah Thomas making a true statement. He said that Michael Jordan and the Bulls did not win in the '80s. That his whole thing was in the '90s, and he's right. And '80s basketball will always be the best basketball that I ever saw as far as a team concept goes overall. I have liked teams since then, but that era of '80s basketball is a precursor for what you saw today. But yet they played defense, yet they had character, yet they had identity. Because I can look at the Lakers, Celtics, Pistons, Sixers, say the Rockets. I could see teams, I could say different teams, Denver, the Nuggets. I could see things that I see that are happening now. Golden State back then, Run TMC, remember? I can remember certain things that fast forward that you see similar to today that happened there, except they played defense and they all had individual character. The Milwaukee Bucks, the heartbreaking Bucks. And what he was making a point was very valid. The Jordan run, which winning is winning. However, it gets romanticized like he was beating. I mean, like Karl Malone's an all-time great. John Stockton is great. Gary Payton is great. Clyde Drexler is great. That Laker team that Jordan beat the first year, Magic, was past the pool date. He's obviously an all-time great, but that was past the pool date. That wasn't even an semblance of real. But Portland, they beat Phoenix. Barkley's a great all-time player. Gary, and I mentioned Gary, and I mentioned Malone Stockton, but they weren't like beating Magic in his prime, Bird in his prime, beating Moses Malone in his prime, going through that road. Wasn't like that. Big difference. Big difference. And I agree with him. The Bulls get romanticized in a watered-down era. Now, I'm taking nothing away from wins. The jury, and Michael Jordan is a great player, one of the greatest. One of, not the greatest to me. However, let's not act like he went through like dominant teams to win his chips, And let's not act like this is one of the reasons why I picked the Tom Brady run with the Patriots over Jordan Bulls run. Brady had to go through Peyton Manning. Who is the equivalent to Peyton Manning that Michael Jordan had to go through in the NBA to get to his chip? Please, I'm listening. So when you Brady had to go through a stacked Pittsburgh Steelers team, now you can make the argument on the other side, maybe the teams that they beat in Super Bowl, but look at what he had to go through to get what he got. Stuff gets romanticized in different times, But I agree with Isiah. The Pistons don't get their due. And I know what he's saying. He's not getting the love he should get. Isiah Thomas is now becoming one of the most underappreciated and underrated players ever. And a lot of his political basis does not deal with skills and success. It's deal with the fact that he wasn't marketable. That team was considered too black, which I still intend. So I have no problem with Isiah Thomas saying what he said about Jordan and the Bulls' dominance. Because it was in a watered down era. Even Rodman said it, and Jordan said it just so much too. When the expansion and all the stuff in the '90s, it wasn't the same what he had to come in contact when he first came out. Different era, different time. But give me your thoughts and takes. Hit that like and subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another. And people have an interesting way of painting the picture which they want. But I'm agreeing with Isiah Thomas on this. I have never felt that Bulls team was that great. He was great, and Scottie was great, and Phil Jackson, great coach, and of course Rodman. But I don't look at them in the same context as I do those Lakers, Celtics, Pistons teams in that 1 year 82, 83 Sixer run. I'm sorry, I saw better teams, and I don't think the Bulls would have fared that well in that era. And I stand by that. That's debate. I'm out. Peace.